Hello guys and welcome, it is ThatSrb2DUDE here today bringing you yet another Splatoon 2 video. Now this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be welcoming all the new people into Splatoon and all the new people that are looking to get into the competitive scene that is Splatoon. Now within this video I'm going to be showing you many different ways of getting into the competitive scene, many different people that you should probably watch, people that you can learn from, because with our scene as it is developing, it's a little bit different. It's not exactly like Smash Boards and there isn't really the clearest way of actually getting in, but I feel with this video it should show you a lot of ways in getting into competitive Splatoon. So with that being said, let's get into it. So normally with a competitive game, you usually have a website or forum that pretty much brings the entire community together. And it's a little bit different with Splatoon because the majority of the community usually runs on Twitter and Discord. It's kind of a mix of both. But one place I feel you should always look at is Squid Boards. It is basically the Splatoon version of Smash Boards. Now there's a lot of things you can do on Squid Boards. Of course, you can talk about Splatoon, you can talk about competitive Splatoon discussions and stuff like that. But the thing is, of course, it's a forum. It's not as instant. This is pretty much why the majority of the Splatoon community is based on Discord and Twitter, because when you want to talk and make discussions, it is instant. You can just talk to anybody and anywhere. But I'm going to talk about the Discord side of things a little bit later in the video. One very helpful thing with Squid Boards is that when you are looking for tournaments to play in, you will have pretty much every listed tournament that ever happens in Splatoon on Squid Boards. As you can see right here on the events and tournament listings, you have a bunch of upcoming tournaments listed all around here for you to participate in. You also have listings of Squid socials and local events that are going to happen in certain areas. Basically a way of getting people who live near each other and also are really, keen into Splatoon, and just for people to meet up and get within their community. So all this talk about tournaments and Squid socials and stuff like that, it's all great, but the thing is with Splatoon, you need to have a team. And this is why things like the Squid locator is here on Squid Boards. It allows people to, advertise and say, hey, I'm looking for people to make it a Splatoon squad and stuff like that. We want to go big, we want to get better, we want to become top players and all that type of stuff. Now this is just the Squid Board side of things. It gives you the news on upcoming tournaments, as guides and stuff like that. But the thing is with forums like this, of course it's worked amazingly in the past, but because Splatoon is so different with how we run things, I guess, you would find that the majority of the community kind of runs on Discord and Twitter. Now I'm going to show you a Discord server, which is basically the greatest way into getting into competitive Splatoon. It basically has everything you need, and that server is known as the Academy server. Now there are a lot of people in this server that are into competitive Splatoon, and it is a very, very welcoming place, and it allows a lot of discussions about Splatoon 2, a lot of discussion about competitive Splatoon. I mean, as you can see going down here, it has all your Splatoon news, everything that is competitive. If you want ideas on builds, you have a channel called Rate My Build. If you want some feedback on how you play, you can go to the Rate My Play channel. Basically, there's a lot of stuff on Academy that you can do. But I feel like the most helpful thing on this channel is the community links. It's pretty much a directory of anything that is competitive Splatoon. As you can see, you have the Splatoon Reddit, you have Squid Boards, you have a looking for groups server, you have teams looking for people, and you have people looking for teams. Greatest place if you're trying to get into a competitive Splatoon team. Go into that server if you're looking for that. You also have a Splatoon local server where you can look into getting into LANs. You can look at local events happening around your area. You also have this, which is known as scrimmed commentary, where you have people commentate over your games, but this is pretty much something when you already have a team. Now, also in this directory, you have everything you need to know about the upcoming tournaments. You have a tournament calendar, you have another Discord server for upcoming tournaments within 30 days, and you also have organizations that host the major tournaments, such as Inc. TV, Endgame TV, the Splatoon Community League, and the Squid Boards tournament server. You also have things like the Squid Coliseum, which is basically a pug server with other competitive players. It also has its own ranking system if you want to improve your competitive game. You also have things like Leagues Under the Ink, which is basically a seasonal online league for Splatoon. And you have a Japanese scrim server for all you people that aren't, of course, Japanese, which is basically the majority of you. It allows you to, scrim against Japanese players and whatnot. The Academy server provides pretty much everything you need for competitive Splatoon. As for looking for teams, looking for scrims, looking for, competitive discussions, tournaments, online leagues, online rankings, LAN tournaments, and Squid socials. Now, there's also one server that's not in this directory, not yet maybe, but shameless plugging, I know, but it is also another way for you getting into competitive Splatoon. Now, my way is a little bit different, and what I'm focusing on is getting people into teams. Now, on my public Discord, I have two channels, a teams looking for players channel and basically a recruitment channel. Now, if you're a team and you're looking for players, send me a personal message on Discord and then I'll give you a template to fill out. All you need to do is send me the re-edited template and then I'll give you the captain's role in my public server. With this, you'll be able to repost what you send me in DMs into this channel for everybody to see and for anybody to contact you into getting into your team. I just want to remind you, once you have found your players and found your team and your team's complete, make sure you delete your message once you have found your players and found what you're looking for. Recruitment's a little bit more free. You don't have to DM me this time. All you need to do is fill up your template of your gamer tag, age, location, ranks, main weapons, and competitive experience. You can do this now in my public Discord and see if any teams are looking for a player like you. Now, I am heavily monitoring the recruitment server. Basically, if no teams are actually picking you, then what I'll do is check in the recruitment channel and find 3 other players that are very similar to your application. Basically, what I'll be doing is kind of forming people into teams if they aren't finding anyone. I know it's a lot of work on me, but I really want people to find teams and I'm going to try and do my best to monitor this as best I can. At this point in this video, you can actually go ahead and do that now and maybe I should try and help you find some teams. Now, this is pretty much everything you need to know about the Discord side of things of Splatoon. There are a lot of servers there, and pretty much everything, all the links to all these servers are going to be in the description below. Make sure you check it because pretty much it will have everything you need to get into competitive Splatoon. Now, I also mentioned that Twitter is something a lot of competitive Splatoon players actually really use. And it's mainly because the Japanese side is pretty much based on Twitter, that's just how the Japanese kind of roll. They probably have other sites and stuff like that, but I can't read Japanese, so I don't understand. But another thing I kind of want to show you guys is just a bunch of Twitch streamers, a bunch of competitive Splatoon streamers that stream pretty much almost every single day. And I feel like it'll also be a thing to really get you guys into the competitive scene because a lot of chit chat does go into streams like this. And it'll also allow you to, just to talk to people, get it within the competitive scene. So there's going to be a list in the description below and I urge you to follow every single one of these Twitch streamers. You will always usually have at least one competitive Splatoon player streaming and playing. So I really urge you guys to, follow every single one of them. See who you like. It's a great place on getting tips on things if you're unsure of certain types of builds. Competitive Splatoon players usually have a lot of opinions on different things. So what I mean is that you can ask them questions if you're unsure of things about Splatoon 2 and competitive Splatoon and all that type of stuff. They'll help you and they'll direct you in the way you want to go. But yeah, this is pretty much all from me. Anything you possibly need is in this video of getting yourself into competitive Splatoon. So I also urge you guys, please, to share this video as much as you possibly can. Share it everywhere. If you know people that are interested in getting into competitive Splatoon, show them this video because it pretty much has every single source of getting into it. Let's build this community up and let's get it as far as we possibly can. So pretty much that is all from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, follow me on Twitter and Twitch, both in the description below. Do it for both of you if you're feeling generous. I do a lot of Splatoon guides. I do a lot of Splatoon analysis. I do a lot of types of things about competitive Splatoon. So I really do urge you for you guys to subscribe to me as well because I do put a lot of work into this. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed and I shall see you guys in a future video.